Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And like we do each morning, we watch these 5 scans. We're watching for breakouts, but once we see a breakout, we want to see volume flow. If there's no volume flow, there's no sense in clicking on this breakout. So when it does occur, we come over and check the current bar volume. We want to see high volume flow, not something just trickling in. We want to see a battle going on between the buyers and the sellers before we decide to enter a stock. Once we confirm the volume, you will see these green bars breaking above this yellow line. This is the average volume, so we want buyers more than average coming in. At the same time, we want to see the My Blessing indicator green and pointing up. And this is our money flow indicator. The same thing here. We want to see it green and moving up. You'll see 3 labels up here, 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minute. That's 3 different charts. We want all of these green. But to make it simple, over the weekend, I coded some white arrows you will see pop in here when all of these indicators are in sync. You'll see a white arrow pop in as the stock starts taking off. The only thing I cannot predict is the candle that's not here yet. So if there's extreme volume coming in, you'll see a white arrow, but if that volume dies, this arrow will disappear. You will see several candles coming up. The arrows will stay down lower, but once it stops running, all candles will probably disappear. It's a live indicator. It's monitoring everything on my screen and everything on your screen if you have it loaded. So this is our first run this morning. Let's give it a test, see how it performs. And if the bubbles are in your way, delete them. They're in the arrows. Everything that we've been waiting to turn green is in those arrows. I did it to make things simpler. Try to clean the screen up a little. If we don't need all of this stuff up here, we'll figure it out by the time we get to the end. And if you are a new trader, I highly suggest you trade on paper. That's right, pen and paper. Watch these live streams over and over and over until you finally catch on to what we're doing. But trade on paper the old-fashioned way. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then change over to real money, but use small share size. If you continue to be profitable with small share size, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I am not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. Also, in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT so you don't miss a trade. And the market doesn't look so hot this morning. We'll see how it goes. Everything seems to be red on the charts, except for this one stock that's been moving most of the morning. And it hasn't really broken out. It's had the occasional buyers come in, but then they stop. But hopefully we'll get some dollars in. We usually get 1 or 2 even on the bad days. We'll see how it goes. We should get blessed this morning. D1N, we're still currently on Discord. You can click the label at the top of the chat, join our Discord, and click the upgrade channel. If you need assistance, hit the support tab. They will gladly give you a hand. Got about 20 seconds to go before the top of the hour. The SPY is up a little bit. All right, let's see what's happening here. Let's see where this market ends up. The SPY started coming down the moment the market opened. DWSN. Thank you, Autumn Rain. Think that one got missed by all of the scanners. See, this white arrow is watching all of these indicators to make sure they are all in sync. That's why it posted a white arrow for you to get in. That means everything lined up. And we are flying. I'm going to sell right here. I will take that 50 cents a share at 1,000 shares for 500 bucks. And you see now the triggers are not lined up anymore, so that arrow disappeared. These things are alive, okay? Just think of it that way. Now they're back in. The alignment's back up. We have the arrow back. Pushing up even higher now. And the profit taking. Always sell on the way up. You're going to have to try to guess where you want to get out. I always get out when I'm in decent profit. I don't try to chase them all the way to the top. If you wait on it for the top, you may catch everybody selling. So sell on the way up. Just buy enough shares to make it worth the ride. Good job, Pro Dollar. Good job, Fumagoo. Good job, all traders. Looked like about 15 of you did really good, maybe 20. Thank you, Autumn Rain, for calling that out. That one hadn't even hit my scanners. I guess yours refreshed before mine. See, this arrow reappeared and it threw another one because they're trying to drive it up even higher. But we don't know if they're going to continue. So this is where you have to use caution. It was correct. It did spike. How about that for an indicator? Just trying to make it simple for everyone, even for myself. Include me in that list. Now all the arrows are gone. The activity is pretty much dead. I actually think this thing has a pulse. It is alive. And it's looking at the group. It's not looking at just one candle here and there. It's looking 20 candles back and watching for this breakout when these indicators line up. Good job, Gary. Good job, YouTubers. And thank you for joining me this morning. Aaron, just go into your edit studies and delete candle percent. You don't need the chart bubbles. They're in this arrow. Everything that we were using is in that arrow. Yeah, you may have the candle percent one, the older one. But anything that says candle percent in it, take it out. It's no longer needed. Should be on 80 for the dominance. So that white arrow's back. They are still driving this stock up. What a beautiful sight, huh? Thank you, Rebel. Fumagoo, you could say that all day long. I should have held, I should have held, I should have held. Not really, though. If you sold it on the way up, you did good. We're not looking for tops. Well, we really are, but if they happen, they happen. But we don't chase them. I hear you, Fumagoo. D1N, I answered that prior to the market opening. There's a white and yellow label at the top of the chat. We are currently still on Discord, but we will be leaving Discord soon. But if you're interested in joining now, then the only way to do it is join our Discord 1 month at a time until the website launches. Good job, King. King over on YouTube hit 27,000, and he says he's done for the week. STAK. I'm already late on STAK. I got to quit doing support. If you need help signing up, only thing I can tell you is to go to that Discord link at the top of the chat. If you can't figure it out once you join Discord for free, hit the support tab. They'd be willing to help you. STAK, selling off hard. This must have been a pump and dump. So this is a low float stock. It may bounce back up. Let's see what happens. If it does, we'll get some white arrows to come back in. I will be removing a lot of these indicators up here. I don't think we need this anymore. I may leave these down below. I'm so used to looking at them, I may feel like I'm missing something if I take them off, but I don't think we need the labels anymore. Metronome, if you don't catch them early, then don't trade them. That's the simple rule. Good job, Milo. This one is breaking out again. I told you it was low float. They'd probably come back in. And they're going to sell it back off. So be careful of the rough ride here. Long tall wicks on the top. What do that mean? It means the sellers are driving the price back down as fast as they can drive it up. Good morning, YouTube. Good to see you here. You are very welcome. There's that white arrow saying, hey, looky here, they're trying to come back in, and they failed. So make sure you give it a second or two, or whatever time length it is for you to confirm the move. White arrow's back, pushing up again. Let's go. Selling right here. Got 80 cents, but unfortunately only bought 100 shares because I felt like I was late. Want to highly encourage everybody to learn this indicator. Watch it all day long. Yeah, I thought I typed in 1,000 shares and I typed in 100. Missed it totally. But I'll take it. I didn't lose. So thank you, Lord. Real quick, to change arrow colors, I've gave you full control over everything in Edit Studies. If you go here and here, Find that indicator, click that gear icon, scroll down. You can find, if you want to turn off the alerts, you can find the colors of the arrows here. Coming down. Good job, Canned, over on YouTube. You do not need the boss arrows. That's the break of structure arrows. You can use them, and if you want to use them, turn them yellow so that you don't confuse them with the other arrows, or turn them a color that's not this color. Good job, Niner. Nitrox, get your camera ready because you're going to have to take 2 pictures. Tell me when you're ready. You got to do this quickly. I don't like doing support in the live stream. Does okay mean you're ready? I'm going to have to scroll down. I have more indicators down here at the bottom. All right, done with it. LSE. We already have an arrow down at the bottom. I'm late because I was doing support. You know what happens when I do support? Things go up. You know what happens when I leave my desk? Things go up. You're welcome. Who said it was a red market day? Did I see somebody post that earlier? $9.98. I should have clicked the button and I didn't. What a money morning this is. Money, not Monday, money morning. So if you haven't noticed, this is the label for those white arrows. Right now we are neutral. It will say buy and sell. Do not hold on until the sell arrow comes. That sell arrow is for extreme down. It's not an exit. It's an extreme downward move. So opposite of the extreme upwards move. Yeah, the labels do give that warning when this 1 minute turns red, Peter. You are correct in saying that. I mean, we can leave it just like it is. I think it works fine. Just got to get rid of those bubbles so it don't cover up the white arrows. I can probably code that into those arrows that if this label turns red, post a down. I'll work on that. Then we can totally get rid of that label. $80, leave it on 80. I do not have a volume minimum set. At least I don't think I do. All right, 6:22 in the morning. We've been here 22 minutes, and you've already paid for your bills, or at least most of you have. That's the kind of performance I want to see. That's what I want you to get down in your brain. Let it soak in. Learn what we do. Autumn Rain, I think you and Robert have the same issue. You take too many chances. I call it greedy. You're greedy. All right, I got my tough love out for the morning. Don't be greedy. If I click on a trade and it's already taken off, chances are, if I feel like it's more than 50% from where it started, I'm not going to trade it. Sometimes I regret it, but it's better than me making up a loss and being wrong. If I can't catch them at the start, then most likely I'm not interested. STAK, I'm being told, is moving, and I'm probably late. Well, I'm not late. It's already ran once. The spread is terrible. That is correct. This red label is the spread. If it's red, don't click buy or it's going to cost you to get in. They are definitely going to push it. That's what that arrow means. Just don't know if they will continue pushing it. It looks like they will. But looks don't mean they will. Just because it looks like they will. Good morning, Charlie. You missed all the money. We had an explosive start. They may be more, though. You may not be late, like I'm saying. Scroll up in that chat, Charlie. You'll see what I mean. Do you guys want me to turn my alerts off so you don't think it's yours? I don't mind doing that. I'm a visual guy anyway. I'm watching the chart. All right, I'll leave mine on then. That is correct, Rebel. But don't just click it because the arrow appears. Make sure that this dominator's up there. Of course, it's all going to be up there because that's why the arrow shows. I don't know, Rebel. We're learning it. This is his first appearance, but it's working. LSE. Let's all learn it together. Sorry to hear that, Charlie, and prayers for your family. There's that white arrow, but it's trying to blink off, it looks like. Let's see if they continue. Chances are they will. There it goes. Man, you talk about nailing the entries. Good job, Quant Baby. I'm going to make millionaire traders out of you guys. You just watch and see. If you ain't on board, you're going to miss out. You are welcome trading. That's why I'm here. I like putting money in members' pockets or viewers' pockets. We don't play games over here. We just trade. See, this would be an extreme down condition, all red, right? Everything red. It's the reverse of the going up. So don't use this as a get out arrow. Get out as it's running. MARPS. Looks like that arrow is a winner. Already on it, Gary. We are already on it. MARPS. How much money do you want to make this morning? I want to make all of it. I'm not going to set a limit there. That's right, Majika. My problem's going to be I'm not fast enough. I'm not as fast as the arrow. That's going to be my issue. Of course, this is the first day. Maybe I'll get the hang of it. Good job, Algo. 720. Good job, Gary. Gary, we have quite a few mornings like this. I'm happy. We've tore this sour market to pieces. Don A, I highly suggest a reboot. Good job, Trader Tim. Jay, remove the bubble indicator. It's called candle percent. RCON. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I think this is incredible. I wish I could get the arrow to click buy. Welcome aboard, Binary. Thank you for joining us over on YouTube. MG, you can't sleep in, brother. If you sleep in, you know the early bird gets the worm, right? You've learned that from a kid. Good job, KK. BRN. Already has an arrow down at the bottom. That means I'm late. So I'm not going to chase it. Now all arrows are gone. That means the setup is no longer in play at this moment. Slots for fun. My rule is cut the bleeding, but you may see differently on your chart. I don't know what you're looking at. George H., you can't leave yet. What if another one runs? Good job, Barry. Don't think I would chance this stock up at that price range. Jay, it could be your profit slayer. Load the latest one if you're running it. Good job, Gary. Slots for fun. We make up losses like that all the time. Just keep coming. Maybe Wednesday you'll make it all up. Don't let it get to you emotionally. That's the main thing. We all take losses. AB, not all the time, brother. That's one thing I can't do is I can't predict the move. I can play the move. I cannot predict the move. Good job, Gary, with a total of 8,314 this morning. Stack and loot, it could. I know, if you go over to newest free scripts, that I put a profit slayer in there without the bubbles and maybe without the label. And if you go to your settings icon and edit studies, you can turn off those labels. But you're going to have to get with support. I'm not going to walk you through it and miss a trade this morning. I don't mean that to be rude, but I like making money too, brother. Man, Gary, I know that feeling well. That Amazon truck don't show up to my house each day, the neighbors wonder if something's wrong. Good job, Autumn Rain. I hear that, Gary. Patiently waiting. Not seeing any volume beside these breakouts. Good job, Andy. I'm only a toss coder. I don't know all of the languages from all of the platforms. But I know this platform like the back of my hand, or like a road map in my neighborhood. I've been on it since the 1990s, and it sucks, but I still use it. It don't suck bad enough to make me lose money, so I keep using it. Good job, Carrie Lee. And they don't charge us $20 an entry and exit. Don, I think you're down because your toss was messing up on you. It's okay, though. We got a winning indicator up here that's going to make up those losses. Jab, what a lot of people do is, like, you're on Interactive Brokers, you can still trade on that platform, but set up a toss account and use it for charting, and you can load all of these indicators. I don't think you do slots for fun. I think you just had your day. It was not your day today. Tomorrow, I mean, Wednesday, we'll make it up. Always believe you're a good trader. Stuff happens. This is the stock market. It's unpredictable. The only thing I can do for you is increase your odds. You are very welcome, Chad. It's called Candle Percent, the one with the bubbles. And if you don't have Candle Percent, it may be in your Profit Slayer. You can go to Edit Studies and turn off the bubbles, I believe. If you can't turn them off, reload Profit Slayer, the one that's over in Newest Free Scripts. Jay, it may not turn them off. That's what I'm saying. I don't. I think there's an error in that script when you say don't show bubbles and they still show. Then I have an error there. Robert, if you want my honest opinion, I think you can run a blank chart and load the arrows. I like the volume profile though because it still gives us a resistance or a support level. Good job, Robed. Good job, Caps. Waiting for a breakout. Robert, when we are in pre-market like this, I'm just watching the 1 minute. Actually, I'm not even watching the 1 minute now. I'm watching for white arrows. Tim number 17 over in newest free scripts. All right, YouTubers, your time's running out. That free hour passes fast when you're having fun. But if you're interested in joining us on Discord, click that white and yellow label at the top of your chat. Sign up to Discord for free. If you want to upgrade, there's an upgrade channel. Click it. If you can't find that upgrade channel, look for support and submit a support ticket. They'll help you out. Once you sign up, you get 70 plus custom scans, over 30 or 40 custom indicators. And you can see on the screen, I'm always coding, always coming up with something better. I'm trying to take everybody to the top. We'd like to have you on board with us. And you'll get me 4 hours a day, sometimes 3.5 if I get bored and the market's not moving. You get Milo's training, Aaron's training. Sometimes Amadeus does some training. He's currently under the weather. But come and join us. We'd love to have you on board. The more of us there are looking at the same stock, the higher we can drive these things up. Keep that thought in mind. Come over and learn how to make money with me. I enjoy teaching others. But for now, the time is up. I will see everybody on Wednesday on YouTube. God bless you. Hope you had fun this morning. I am out.